talk about an issue that comes up actually frequently. People ask me, how do you clean the things that you are thrifting, that you're getting secondhand? And I mean, I go to antique shows, I go to thrift stores, I go garage sailing, I get things off Facebook Marketplace, I accept hand-me-downs. So I have a lot of things that are secondhand. Actually, almost everything I own is secondhand, which allows me then to splurge when I do find something that I do want to buy new, that's one of a kind, that's extra special to me. The trick, especially when you're dealing with antiques, is you want to clean the item, but you don't want to actually damage it. So you've got to be careful. And I've damaged things in the wash, I've damaged things in the dishwasher, and they were beyond repair, and I just tried to learn and move on. They were too fragile, or I was too rough. But there are some things that I've learned along the way that I want to pass on to you. I've got 9 different products or different types of appliances that I use to clean with, and I want to mix this talk into an actual thrift haul. I'm looking around. I have things from Value Village, I have things from the Goodwill bins, and then I went to an actual thrifting expo this last weekend. It was in Portland, Oregon, so I drove down. So let me just share the footage here of what I found, and then I'll talk to you as we go along about what I'm thinking. Okay, here's my take on the Thrift Palooza. I don't think you should drive for it. I walked through the whole thing in 90 minutes. I spent $40, and all I bought were containers, which I will share with you. They are good. Prices weren't awesome. There was just a lot of vintage stuff and a lot of eclectic, even very odd things. So I had to fight to find, not fight, but you know, I had to look hard to find antiques. So I don't know that I would come back to this one. I don't know, I'll try another one. There's another one in Washington that I'll go to. But anyway, that's okay. You know, we're just trying stuff. We're just learning. So let's take a look at all the things I've been collecting the last couple weeks, and then talk about how I plan to clean each of them. I haven't cleaned any of them, so it'll be a good time to talk about it. There are some things that I don't clean. I don't worry about it. It looks brand new, I don't care. I have this little bird's nest that I found at the bins, and I don't know. I'm not worried about it. Some things are just, they look new enough, you don't care, you're not gonna eat off of them, those types of things, you're not gonna put it on your skin or anything. So I'm not gonna worry about this. I got this free at Thrift Palooza. I didn't even know what it was, and that's probably why she gave it to me for free, because she knew I probably wouldn't buy it. It's malt extract, which I guess is a type of sweetener. It's kind of a rusty old can, and then it has the paper on it. I'm kind of a sucker for old can labels. So I do like it, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it. I mean, I'm not gonna put any food or anything in that. I thought maybe like a jar and then use it as a vase. And I didn't want to put this in a dishwasher because of the paper. So I'll have to find a use for it that's kind of maybe out in my garden. Maybe put string in it or something. So that's another example of something I wouldn't wash. I think I would destroy it if I washed it. I found this at the bins. I was so excited. Sometimes there's bigger items at the bins, and I don't know, I think it was $5. It's a little step stool. And here's my thought. There's several spots in the house where I do have storage that goes all the way to the ceiling, and I quite frequently would like a step stool near me. So I thought I would put it, you know, in my decorating areas that I need it. Also, if I want, I thought this would look so good out on my porch to have different pots on, so you can get the different layers, the different levels of decorating, and so I can use it for that. But you know, I don't really care. I'm gonna step on it, it's gonna get dirt on it. I'm not gonna worry about washing something like that. All right, then we get to the items that are cloth. So pillow covers are a big one that people ask me about, and pillow inserts, so the feather pillow inserts. Stuffed animals, I got this little bunny. Doesn't it look like, I'm not really into stuffed animals, but this to me looked like the Velveteen Rabbit bunny, and so I thought it might be cute with like grandkids toys or maybe Easter decor. But anyway, I got this little bunny at the bins. I got this cute jacket. I don't know this brand, it's called Market and Spruce, but I loved the quality of it. Anytime I find a jacket that's belted, I love belted coats and jackets, and that has sort of a military feel to it. I always think that looks really good. So the pockets, the little tabs on the shoulders, I think that's good, especially for like a casual outfit. So I got this at the bins. I bet it was maybe $1 or something. All right, so then I got this little tablecloth. It's not very big, has good texture, and I'm always looking for beautiful tablecloths that I can use for the French picnics that we offer during the bespoke design retreat. So I have another one. I'm slowly building my stash. I need 10. I think this is my 4th one. Now, for pillow inserts, for fabrics, for clothes, for animals, all of that goes in the washing machine. Our washing machines do a really great job. If something is especially perfumed smelling, I run into that sometimes with things from the thrift store, I will wash it. I'll wash it 3 times. I'll wash it until I can't smell the perfume or whatever it is that's bothering me. That leads me to the sponsor of today's video, Earth Breeze Laundry Detergent. Earth Breeze is an eco-friendly alternative to traditional liquid laundry detergent. They are on a mission to create a more sustainable laundry experience that is gentle on skin and on our planet too. In this one thin little package, you can wash up to 60 loads of laundry. It comes in 2 scents. We have the fresh scent, smells fresh, and we have the fragrance-free option. This one is hypoallergenic, and it's been tested by dermatologists to make it safe for sensitive skin. As you may have noticed, I'm continuing to find ways to minimize unnecessary chemicals in my daily life, and that especially means hormone-disrupting chemicals. I was surprised to learn that laundry detergent is oftentimes the worst culprit in a home. Each time you're washing a load of clothes, it's possible that you are collecting harsh chemicals on those fabrics that then are going into your skin and into your body. Earth Breeze is free of optical brighteners, artificial dyes, parabens, those ones disrupt your hormones, phosphates, bleach, and preservatives. To use, you just pull 1 sheet out of your packet for a full load, or you can use a half a sheet for half a load. These fast-dissolving eco sheets work in all machines, the high-efficiency ones as well as the regular top-loading ones. They work with hard water, gray water, and are septic safe. Apart from being healthier for my body, I love how compact they are. They take up less space, and they're eco-friendly because the packaging is made of cardboard. This is reducing waste. There's no single-use packaging. making this tiny envelope 21 times lighter than a jug of laundry soap. With Earth Breeze, you can tackle stains, fight odors, and protect the colors of your clothes, all while saving space and taking care of your health. Right now, you can get 40% off with your auto shipment at earthbreeze.com/sheholdsdearly. That's earthbreeze.com/sheholdsdearly. A couple more things I found at the bins I'm actually going to keep for my non-existent grandchildren. I have an ongoing joke about that. I found these little flashcards. I love sweet flashcards. I think they make great decorations too, for like on a little clothesline in the room or something. These are actually Spanish flashcards to teach Spanish. I just thought they were so cute. So I grabbed these. They were all loose in the bins and I was just digging and collecting those. So I grabbed as many as I could. And then I found this cookbook. Did you guys ever use this cookbook? It's called Deceptively Delicious. It's by Jessica Seinfeld. She married Jerry Seinfeld. I used this when my kids were little and they still talk about some of the things I did. Like I did pureed squash in their mac and cheese to get vegetables. The whole idea is how to get vegetables into your kids' meals. And it's so cute. The pages are so cute and it has a real retro feel to it. Anyway, it's very nostalgic for me. I mean, I got it for $1. So I picked this up at the bins. What I do with items like this is I will wipe them down with rubbing alcohol, and this would go for any hard surface that you really want to disinfect. So that would be like the insides of shoes. It would be purses. This next category is our biggest category. These are the things that I would put in a dishwasher. So let's look at all the items that I found for that category. I found this at Thriftpalooza, 1876. Trenton, New Jersey, I think it says. It's a $2 plate. A little bit more green transferware. It's really heavy. I thought that was kind of nice that it's like a thick, heavy piece. It's $2 for this little plate. Just always collecting those. I found this little jar for $1. I think it's good to have pieces on hand that I could use for vases, a ball canning jar. This would be fun to put granola in or something like that. I got this for $2? I think $2 for this at Thriftpalooza. This was $1. I try to spend $1 on a piece of silverware. This is just a butter knife. It's that Bakelite handle. And I don't mind that it doesn't match anything else I have because I feel like it's kind of a statement piece since it's a butter knife. Oh, this is from the bins. And honestly, it has packaging inside that I'm gonna, I think, rip out. But I'm just kind of a sucker for anything that has the Swiss cross on it. I always think that's so cute. And I feel like it looks really good in manly spaces. So I'm gonna try to take out all of this packaging inside and clean it. Oh my gosh, you guys, I found another beaker. I didn't mean to, but it almost looks like I'm starting a collection here. So this is a little tiny one. I thought it was kind of cute for just a couple flowers. Use them as vases. This, where did I get? Oh yeah, this is from Value Village. So this was $2. And it's from IKEA, but it doesn't have the lid. And a lot of times I think we pass up on these glass pieces that don't have lids because we just think, what are we gonna do with them? But I love them. There are things that don't need lids on them. So think about grabbing ones that don't have lids and just using them accordingly. Okay, this is from Thriftpalooza. These were, what are they, $6 each. And okay, I'm kind of on this thing where I'm not as drawn to the galvanized look as I used to. I feel like it's overdone and it's been cheapened in a lot of stores. So I want it to look more like a zinc. I want it to look pretty beat up. And I was drawn to these. Well, one, I love French flower buckets. I just keep collecting them. But then it had this nice little brass detailing along the bottom and then the little handles. And it's a set of two. So when you find things that are a set, that's extra valuable. I may use these as vases. I even thought about using one of them, which then defeats my purpose of having a set, but putting maybe a mason jar in it and using it for the toilet brush or something. Maybe that was TMI. I'll figure it out. All right, and where did this? Oh, this came from the bins. This is an Irish oatmeal 10, and I mean, that's what it is. You can buy these in the store. They're super charming to have on your shelf. I don't know exactly what I'll put in this, but I could always put oatmeal in it. Anyway, another container. I really think that I need to do a video on how to use containers throughout your house. So I did one on baskets and shared with you about 50 baskets in my house and how I use them. But I mean, there's all kinds of stuff we could talk about with containers and jars. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like me to do that video. I'll have to get my head around what I would show you for that. All right, this one's gonna be upsetting for some, so I understand, but here's the deal. First of all, I found these little wooden trucks and cars. There's 4 of them, and I got them for my non-existent grandchildren, but they were at the bins. So I don't, look at this little, I wouldn't want any child to chew on these or anything if they came from the bins. A little dump truck. Actually, next week is Nala's birthday party and the theme is Busy Town. And so I may use these as table decor or something. Can you believe I'm doing a dog party? It's gonna be fun. Okay, and then a wooden crate. I actually have one of these. Look at that. I think it was originally for cassette tapes. It would work for that. Anyway, these wooden pieces, I'm gonna say it, they're going through the dishwasher. If they do not make it, they do not make it. But I just need to know. I need to know that we're starting at square one with cleanliness. And then from there, maybe I'll paint them with milk paint, which is non-toxic. Maybe I will seal them. Maybe I will do hemp oil on them. There's a few different oils and treatments and things you can do to kind of seal them and condition them. But I need to start knowing they're clean, like really, really clean. I suppose I could hand wash them with soap and a brush, but especially these, I want these really clean for kids. I found these 2 bottles at Value Village, and I thought they were so cute. They were my favorite find that day. And they say pure maple syrup on the side. And then I got them home. I got 2 of them. I got them home, and on the back it says Woodinville Whiskey Company. I don't know why I keep finding things that have whiskey attached to them. I don't even drink. Anyway, we'll turn it around for the maple syrup. Next up, I found this little dish. This was at Thriftpalooza, and I'm gonna use it as the cat water dish. So it's pretty, it has this little detailing on it, and then a silver rim. And then I thought I would use this actually for the cat bowl. I liked how heavy it is, and it's just small enough that it won't take up too much space. So I liked that. That was $5. That was a little more than the others, but I got this at Thriftpalooza. Okay, and I saved my very favorite for last. Maybe I won't put this in the dishwasher. No, I might. I just don't know where it's been, you know? I use salt from France, just sea salt that's loose. And so I don't have a shaker or anything. I just grab salt when I'm cooking. I don't measure like teaspoon of salt. I know that a teaspoon of salt is a pinch of salt. But it's on the other side of the kitchen, and I kind of wish I also had some salt right by the stove. And so I thought, at least up in the cupboard right by the stove, I thought this would be my stovetop salt container. So all of that can be run through the dishwasher. I also have run baskets through the dishwasher, so think outside of the box and really utilize that appliance. The next 4 things I don't have examples of from my current thrifting, but I'm just gonna share them with you anyway. All right, any type of hard surface that hasn't already been covered by the things that I've mentioned, you can use just an all-purpose cleaner. I love the Mrs. Meyer's Clean Day. It's a lavender concentrate, and you just use a teaspoon in a whole spray bottle of water. So I like that. My 5th suggestion is to always have a stash of magic erasers. This is not a true magic eraser, but it looks like one. So magic erasers, I believe, are about $3 each. I get a knockoff version of them off eBay. This is pipe insulation cut into rectangles, and they're about 30 cents. Last time I checked, there's pennies on the dollars compared to a true branded magic eraser. Have these for anything you can think of. Basically, it's a very, very gentle sandpaper. It's not sandpaper, but it's strong enough to actually take a tiny bit of surface off of something. I use Goo Gone a lot for, of course, sticky tags, obviously for sticky tags, but anything that's sticky that you can't get cleaned up, Goo Gone is my favorite. It smells great. There's a few other things that you can use, but this is my go-to. Number 7, back to the wood issues. Decide how you want to get them clean, first of all, and what's good enough for you. You might want to sand them down a little bit or something like that. And then the 2 products I recommend are hemp oil to seal it, and that's food grade, so you could use that on a cutting board. You could use it on children's toys. Or the other one is Howard's Restore Finish that I really love. So I will link both of those products. This is what I use for an odor eliminator. I used to use Febreze, and then I just started to feel like it was too many chemicals in there. So this one is Lavender Fields, and it uses essential oils. This is what I spray down the dog beds with if I'm not wanting to wash them right away. It's by Home Ritual, and of course, I mean, I love how it looks sitting out. I mean, you can spray this in your car or on bedding or whatever you want. And number 9 is to use dish soap. So I'm going to share with you 3 more things that I found. This was at the bins, and I mean, how much did this cost? 10 cents or something. And I love it because if I had the right size, I could put a candle in here, or I could use it with a jar and use it as a vase. I just love the added texture of a round basket like this. Maybe I won't clean this. I don't know. I don't care probably. But if you did care about a basket, like you wanted to put bedding in it or you wanted to put bread in it or something, you can clean baskets. You can put them in the shower, you can put them in the dishwasher, you can scrub them. I will usually take them outside with dish soap and water and a brush and scrub them down and then let them dry in the sun. The sun is a very good sanitizer as well. So speaking of baskets, I found this. This was at the bins. I don't know exactly where I'm going to use it or if I will use it, but it was hardly anything, so I grabbed it. It's a lampshade. I could even hang it as a pendant or something. It's really dusty. This is something I would clean because it does feel kind of dirty, but I thought I liked it. It had a little bit of texture. I have to get my mind around where I'm going to use this, if I want to add anything to it, if it needs to be painted, but it was different enough that I grabbed it. And last but not least, these, a bouquet of peonies. And there's a story to these. How many do I have here? I'm gonna count these. There are 37 peonies here. And what I want you to know is that yours truly basically dumpster dove for every single one of these. These were completely scattered between 3 of those big Goodwill bins at the outlet. And I found one and I thought, oh, that's pretty. And then I kept finding them. I would see their stems just mixed in with all of the junk. And I was literally full body laying on the beds, like trying to reach them and grab them all these beautiful flowers. And I thought if I could just put them together, they will be beautiful. Right now, they look like nothing's out there in the middle of the mess. And here's how you do it. This goes for any faux plant, or of course these flowers. This is how I'm gonna do it. So I will fill my kitchen sink with dish soap and water, and I will dunk this in the water and swirl it around, and you'll just see like it's dirt coming off. You know, dunk it, you might wanna rinse it a couple times. Dunk it until you feel like, okay, we're clean. And then give it a rinse. I'll spread all these out on a towel and let them air dry, and that's how I clean faux plants and faux flowers. So that is a perfect end to our video. That is a good grand finale. Let me know if you want me to send you one of the last of our spring boxes, and I will get that in the mail for you soon so you can style up your house She Holds Dearly style. If you aren't already a subscriber, do so today. We would love to have you. Otherwise, take care, and I will talk to you soon.